Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? Whew. I just want to come to y'all today because, man, it's like I have a lot going on right now, and I really feel like I don't have nobody to talk to. So I'm like, you know what? I know I can talk to you guys. So um, I just want to update y'all on what's going on, what's been happening. Um, but I don't know where to start. Okay, so I stay in the low income housing, the projects in Detroit on the east side. And, this like my first time being on my own. So it's kind of like I'm like learning a lot of things, as far as what to say, when to say it, how to take up for yourself and how to, express to someone how you feel. So, um, okay, when I first got here, it was a lot of things wrong. It was like a lot of doorknobs that weren't screwed on correctly. It's like when I used to take a shower, it used to be a leak because the bathroom was like on the first floor, I would say, because it's the first floor and then it's the second floor, then it's the basement. So, long story short, um, um, so I expressed to management how I feel, and I let them know like, hey, look, it's a lot of things I discovered. Can you guys fix it? She does that. She comes, she fix it, cool. But I really do think they really like niggerated it. They just fix the surface. They didn't get to like the root of it. So, long story short, um, long story short, um, that was in like October of 2021 because I moved in here June 20. No, I moved in here. Wow, I was going to say June 21st. That's when I lost my twin brother. But I got this place June 17th. And like 3 days later, 4 days, I lost. I'm so sorry. I lost my twin brother. So, um, it was just like two big changes going on in my life. So moving out on my own, it was kind of scary. With the 2 year old, no, my son was the one at the time. When a 1 year old learning how to be a mom, how to multitask and juggle a lot of things. So, um, I just can't believe next month will make a year that my brother been gone. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, trying my best to like stay strong because I've been doing very good, very good. Um, I tried my best to like, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second because it's just a lot right now. Okay, I'm back. Um, but I just feel like, you know, it was a lot going on in my life, not only for me but for my son. Um, and I feel like I really didn't have nobody to go to and really grieve the way I really wanted to grieve without feeling like I have to get over it and I need to move forward and you know I need to just move on with my life, and it's just like y'all didn't lose somebody close to y'all like that. My twin brother's best friend. He still is my best friend. He was helping me move in. Um, he was the only one helping me move in. He would always be there for me if I needed help when it came to his nephew, to my son. He even would let people know in advance, like, hey, I'll be watching my nephew today. So, or, he would cancel plans and make sure he would watch Malachi. That's my son's name, Malachi, for me. So, I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm just like all over the place because it's just like I'm very emotional right now. It's a lot have been going on in my life since June 21st of last year. Um, so I just been trying my best to just stay strong, do what I need to do for my beautiful baby boy, and just like relax and just you know just breathe. And so I try my best to stay busy. Um, but after June 21st, it took 6 months after that day for me to really like tell myself, like, okay, Micah, you have a house, you have a son, you need to get to work, like you need to start doing things. So it took a lot for me to get up, but I did. And I got into this program that's here, and it, was it's very helpful. It helped you with a lot of things, like it helped you get a job, it helped you get a house, it helped you get clothes for like a job that you have. So like if you're a nurse, you need scrubs, like they give you money for scrubs. They help you with childcare, and they help you like pay tickets off, and things in that nature. So I took on the program. I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I need. So through the program, I'm like, okay, my son gonna be going to daycare. Now my beautiful son is not saying words. So it's like I was kind of scared, but I really didn't have somebody to watch him every day from 9 to 4. So I'm like, okay, a daycare would be perfect. He'd be learning, he'd be getting fed, he'd be around other kids. Maybe his, language would start coming out better. No, my son isn't talking, so he get evaluated next week Wednesday. So um, it's just crazy because I have been through a lot with the program. I really don't know how to explain it to you guys so y'all can understand. But in the program, they give you opportunities as far as like jobs. It's up to you to pick which one you want. So, and then it's another program inside the program that is called TWE. And what that do is it give you extra money, and it's like also like training. So, but one thing that I didn't know when I took on a TWE, that because they always say like, hey, you have to work 30 days in order to get a car, the voucher for the car. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I took on the TWE program, and I um I worked 30 days at this daycare center. Now this daycare center was something I ain't never done. I'm like, I'm not gonna work in no daycare center. Like, what? I'm like a customer service type of girl, like, call center type of girl, like vibe. So, um, excuse me, y'all. So, long story short, I was told that since I chose a TWE, that I have to get hired in order to get the car. So I'm like, wow, I have to work a whole nother 30 days. And it wasn't that I didn't want to work, but it was just because the the daycare center that I was working at, like the boss, she is very harsh. She's very aggressive. She's a big manipulator. She, lies to keep you coming back to her establishment. and she gossip a lot. She tell your business a lot. And I just didn't like the way she was talking to some of the employees in there. And she's like nosy, like she want to be in your business. She want to know who in your life, who helping you, and she was trying to convince me that my family not gonna help me. It's gonna be strangers. And I'm like, I have family that will help me. You know, if they can help me with a situation I need help with, then they will. But if they can't help me in the same area, then I go ask help for somewhere else. But my family will help me. Like if I ask them and let them know, they will. So long story short, I had to quit, and I was so mad because I did no call, no show. That's not my personality. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. But like, I don't have to be treated this type of way. I don't have to witness and see how you treat people. And I'm not going to keep busting, excuse my language, my ass at this daycare for you to not even want to hire me. And the thing was that kind of made me mad because she told Pain Pulling Program that, because that's the program was called. She told them that she didn't hire me because of my attendance. But my thing was, like I told the boss, I said, I only she's only saying that to cover her ass because my attendance wasn't perfect or the way she wanted to be. I showed up every day and I worked. And I communicated with her and I let her know, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be late, A, B, and C, X, Y, Z. So she tells me, like, well, I'm gonna work on your community. I'm gonna work with you with your time management and, you know, A, B, and C, this and that. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. So I say this to say that my timing never really seemed like a problem until it was time to hire me in, and I feel like she rather have me working with her than to have me hired in. So it's like you just want me to sit up here and work and know that I'm not gonna get hired in because you feel like in the back of your mind you're not gonna hire me because of my attendance. My thing was, why you just didn't tell me up front, like, hey, you feel some type of way about my attendance, I'm not gonna get hired in, and gave me that opportunity to walk away instead of quitting and making myself look bad. And you know, like I told the boss, I said she never said anything to me about my time management or that was the reason why she won't hire me in. She made it seem like she would work with me with my timing and you know, um, and she never was clear. She never was clear. She was just like, "It's just your time management. It's just your time management." And then before this situation, she told me that she said yes to them, that she would hire me in. So it was just like a lot of mind games going on. I feel like she was interfering with the mission that I had when I came in. So I decided to just do no call, no show, and never go back. And I had to express myself to my boss of the program, like, hey, that's not my personality. I don't do no calls, no shows, but I just had to let her know that you're not going to keep making me feel like I have an opportunity here when the whole time I don't. And like I told her, I said, if she felt that way, then she should have told me that, and I would have stopped working 30 days ago. If I'm not meeting your requirements, I'm not meeting your requirements. It's just like, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to cry, but my attendance was just so not right. That's why she not hiring me. But you still wanted me to come to work. If you feel some type of way about one of your employees being late, you will let them know that. And you would say, hey, I know you're in the program and it's up to me to determine if I'm going to hire you in or not. And I'm not going to do that because XYZ. And then let that person go. But why sit up there and have that person come to work thinking they have a chance of opportunity, knowing that their attendance is not, you know, A-okay, that it's still a possibility I could get hired in. So I told her, like, from the cleanest classrooms, I was being a janitor, I was a food prep, I was a teacher assistant. There's supposed to be 3 teachers to a classroom. It was only two. Two people watching 15 kids. So it's just like I don't understand how, like, she thought she was going to keep getting my wonderful service and not hire me in because my attendance, like I said, if I was late every single day, she always want to throw up attendance. But like I told my boss, I said, I told her a time that I could come in on time every day, which was 9:30 to 3:30. And she decided to switch it up when I came through the door. And I decided to take on that challenge because I'm like, okay, let me see if I can adapt to this coming in, 30 minutes earlier. So it was just like I feel like I was set up for failure. And then, you know, it's like you will never have nobody like me ever in your establishment. Ever. You understand me? She would never have nobody like me ever. I was cleaning 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and a classroom, and sanitizing toys, prepping, prepping, prepping lunch and snack times, meals. When she had a whole, um, food lady there that felt like she didn't have to do anything. So I was doing a lot of things. I had to take notes for the teacher. Like I guess she just thought I was just gonna do whatever she say, and you know, I'm like, I'm out, deuces, because I'm not one of them, and I'm so mad because I was so close with the kids there, the preschoolers. They was like 3 and 4, maybe 5, and I love them, man. They really made me come back every day. Whether the environment was tense, the negative energy, you know. So, and then I just witnessed a lot of things that I just don't like, you know. I met a beautiful person named Krishan. Oh my God, I love her. And she used to treat her so wrong. Talk to her like she was nobody, like she ain't got no intelligence, like she ain't got no common sense. Like she just, I don't know. I'm like, she's somebody. You ain't got to be talking to her like that. Like, what is your problem with her? Like, and that's my home girl. And she's still working there. And I told her today, like, you just need to let the opportunity go because it's not for you. You forcing it to be for you, but it's so many signs and red flags that's telling you to go. So I hope my friend really do leave that place. Then I feel bad for leaving it because I get her. She's super sweet. So that might really hurt her knowing that she did something that that's not like her. You know, but I'm like sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to be free. You know, and that's what I did. I did something that I don't do, never would, thought about doing. But when I let that place go, I felt like a relief was off of me. And like I told my boss, I said she was working me to death. I was doing multiple jobs. I'm a single mother. I have a son. I gotta come home, cook and clean, wash him, entertain him, teach him, read to him. Uh, you know, wash the dishes, take the trash out. I'm doing everything by myself. So it's just like I was tired. It was a point in time where I felt like I was treating my son a way that I didn't like because I was just irritated. I was mad. I was tired. I felt like, I never had time to do nothing I want to do or needed to do because every time I got home, it was 5 o'clock. Business hours is from maybe 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it was like a lot of things I couldn't do. And she just want somebody to be stuck there. Like, girl, no. So at the end of the day, I'm just like over it. I just wish I never waited that long. I wish I would have just, left sooner. But it is what it is. So that's something that happened recently. That's kind of having me just, I don't know, like. I feel so bad for leaving the teacher I was working with. She was just amazing. Like, I love her. And, just leaving the kids like that out of nowhere. So, I have a friend that I'm just realized I need to let go because I give a lot and he take a lot, and it's interfering with me and my plans and my goals and my son, what I want to do for him. So that's what's bothering me. Um, and then I had a terrible leak here at the house, and I let the leasing office know. They gave me like bad attitudes. They didn't want to clean my carpet. I had to clean my own carpet. I came out at like extra $140. It was just like they didn't clean nothing up, but they did fix the toilet. They never let me know why the toilet did that. So, um, so that was kind of bothering me because she barged in my house at 8:30 in the morning. She didn't even knock. I hear my door opening and somebody is like calling my last name, like Miss Turnbull. I'm like, like what is going on? And then I've been up all last night, so it was like I was sleepy. I just finally got started getting me some good sleep, and somebody's interrupting it. So it's just like, and I'm not feeling well. I'm not understanding what's going on with me. Like I feel like I have a headache that's not going away. My nose is running. It's clear, but it's still just dripping. My throat is kind of like raspy. It's not sore, but it's still, something's there that's bothering me. I don't know what it could be. I wonder, like, if it is it because Um, I have a tooth that needs to be filled in, and I don't know if that's causing an infection in my head or my mouth that can be, irritating me right now. So it's just like it's a lot going on. My son's sick. He hasn't been school for a few days, and I don't like really throwing my son off because me being on the inside of a daycare, like if a child don't be at school too long, like it'd be hard for them to really adapt back to the schedule and the routine that daycare, have. So that's the only thing I worry about. But I'm pretty sure my son gonna be fine. But I really want to just get to the bottom of my son. I want to know if he got sinuses, if he got asthma, allergies. You know, they say my son was diagnosed with COVID in January, so I just want to know, like, is COVID still lingering around? Like, is that a virus that's in his body that just pops up every 2 months and just, get him sick? Like, what is it? So I've been going to back and forth to emergency. I went to his doctor, and I just feel like pediatricians really don't do nothing. All they do is send you to other people. If you got a problem with like for example, I just want to know if you're allergic to something. I had to go to a whole nother like company establishment that's far away from my house to know about that. So it's just like, what are you? Him being his doctor, like what are you? What do you do? Besides check his eyes, ears, and throat, and his chest, and his back, and his weight, and his balls, and his height, and ask a few questions. So and have us sit there and collect our fucking insurance. So it's just like I'm just sick of the runaround. I feel like people been giving me a lot of runaround, been lying to me in my face, been taken from me, not trying to hear me out. So I'm just like, today I just want to relax in my home. I had to put my own air conditioner in because I'm like, whoa, it's hot now. Like it's hot. So I just really want to relax and just be to myself, not be around nobody. I just want to rest and heal. But I have like a 10-day thing where I have to find a job and I have to work for a week in order to get the $5,000 voucher for the car. But I'm just really like in a tight spot because I really don't want to send my son back to daycare knowing his nose is running consistently and he don't feel good. And I don't want to miss out on the opportunity, but I don't have nobody else that's gonna watch my son for a week from 9 to 3 without me coming out a whole lot of money or um, them switching up on me. So it's just like I don't know what to do, but it's crunch time. So yeah, but I feel a little better that I got this off my chest, and I hope this went too long. And I hope I went all over the place, but I'm just not myself right now. Like at 100%, I'm like at a 65. So I'm just chilling. I'm feeling good. My air feeling good. I did take me a nap earlier, only for like 2 hours because my phone just kept ringing. So when I woke up and tried to call everybody back, everybody not answering or they're not replying. So it's just like, what? Like leave me alone for a second, please. It's I have nothing towards nobody. So yeah. But I love each and every last one of you guys. I hope you guys are keeping your head up, and I hope you guys are really, really protecting yourself, mind, body, and soul, and your energy, and your blessings, and your kids, and sticking up for yourself, and being brave, and letting people know how you feel in a professional, nice, simple, productive way that makes sense, and they hear you out because your voice and your response can really change the world and how things can get taken care of. Um, but if something is on your heart and on your mind, you should just really, really, really express that and let it go. Whether you get the response you want or the action you want behind it, but as long as you really, really do it, you will feel better at night. Because I really didn't want to email corporate yesterday about my leak situation, but I'm happy I did because I feel better. Like, okay, I did do something and say something on that behalf. Like I didn't want to pull my career coach boss over and tell her how I feel, but I'm happy I did. And you see what came out of that. Me being able to still get my voucher for my card, me being able to have another shot at it being quicker. So don't be afraid to speak up and stand up for yourself and, let, corporate bosses, people that's over people know how you feel about a situation if the supervisors or the people that's on site or the people that's around not doing anything. Because when you call for the boss, then they want to start taking action on your behalf. But they really don't have this position to do that no more because you gave them that chance and opportunity. Now it's like I'm gonna talk to someone that can really move things. So um, I just learned that the past week, like, it's okay to express how you feel, regardless, to whoever you need to, you know, don't just stick with the supervisor. Talk to the supervisor boss, talk to the boss, like go to the president, like, you can really get things handled, solved, you can get closure, and you can change a lot of things for new people or other people that will be in the same predicament. So until we meet again, it's Mika. Being you is the perfect you. Love.